All right. This isn't so much a lesson as it is an explanation of what we're doing for the remainder of the unit. So we have four lessons left, 3.4, or sorry, 4.3, 4.4, 4.5, 4.6, and they're all related. They all have to do with shopping online. And rather than treat them as lessons where I'm teaching you a skill, what I really want to do is just show you how some things work. So each of these lessons is going to show you how some aspect of online shopping works. So for instance, the first lesson, 4.3, is on eBay and PayPal. And then we'll move into Kijiji, and then we'll talk about some other online retailers as well. I do want to start by saying that I'm not purposefully endorsing these as good companies or as anything like that. I'm not getting paid to promote them. But I do have to talk about real companies if we're going to do real kind of looking into how much things cost and how things work. So unfortunately, if you want to buy stuff online through an auction type site, eBay is really your biggest option by far. Likewise, similar companies like Amazon, PayPal, Kijiji, those are the things that we're going to be talking about. And again, it's not that I'm trying to support them or anything. It's just those are the companies that people are using. So for the rest of the unit, each day you're going to kind of tackle one of these topics, and all four of them are presented in one Google document as one complete booklet. So what you're going to do is make a copy of that Google document, and you're going to basically fill out one of these things each day. If you want to work a little bit ahead and do 3 point or 4.3 and then maybe a little bit of 4.4 in one day, that's fine. If you're falling a little bit behind, just realize that you'll be given 4 days to do these four tasks. Now, there again, it's not really a lesson, so I'm not teaching you a skill and getting you to do practice problems. I'm getting you to check out each of these things, and we'll just kind of show you what it looks like, and then fill it in as you go, and hopefully you learn a little bit about how these things work as we go. So we'll start off with the eBay and PayPal, and basically I'll get you to go to eBay and check out how things work. And I'll get you to search for a bunch of different types of objects. You get to kind of choose which ones you're going to look for, but you're going to figure out how it works. And then PayPal, a little bit there on how it works. It tells you where to go, what to do. A little bit about fees. Sorry, there are a couple practice problems, but it's mostly just applying what you just learned. And there's really not a lot of it. So that's the kind of stuff we're going to do. And then we'll continue on with other lessons. So Kijiji, get you to go there, find some things, to basically learn about how the site works and look up some information about it. And then I'll get you to find some stuff that you may potentially want to buy, just again as practice to understand how the site works. The lesson after that, we'll take a look at Amazon, a little bit about how shipping works, and then we'll look at some examples of different things you can buy there and the costs involved. And then for the other online retailers, which is kind of our last lesson, I've just picked some more significant ones that tend to do a lot of online business. So Best Buy is pretty good for electronics, and a lot of you are going to end up buying some sort of computer or video game system or something at some point. So it's not a bad place to check out. But I'll give you some other places too to check out. And again, none of these are ones you have to use or have to go to. There's plenty out there. But I want you to be able to compare a few of them to see how much difference and similarity there is between them so that when you are searching, you basically know that once you see something somewhere, it doesn't mean that that's the only place you'll be able to get it at. So we'll look at Newegg, which I was a Canadian company at first. I don't think it is anymore. I think it got bought out, but it's there. There's 123 ink cartridges, which was bought out by a larger conglomerate. I'm not sure if they're still Canadian or not, um, but it's a good place to go if you're buying like ink for toner cartridges for your printer. It's a lot cheaper than buying it in most stores and things like that. So that's basically what you're going to be doing for the next few days. And then what you're going to do is you're not going to write a test. You're just going to hand in your completed booklet with all the answers typed in. And marking will be based on, I'll go through and make sure that you've actually done all the things that it asks you to find. So you'll lose marks if, basically in two scenarios, you'll lose marks if you leave things blank or if the things you put in are just blatantly wrong or made up. Like if I look at it and say, no, you didn't find this anywhere, you just typed in random things. And it's actually really easy to tell that usually. Um, anyway, so those are the only things you're going to lose marks on. So these are easy marks as long as you actually complete these things. And then I'll get you to submit this as an assignment, whereas really it's just filling out the homework questions or the default questions for a few of the lessons. If you've got any questions about how this works, just please make sure you let me know. Otherwise, you can get cracking on that and you've got the next few days to work on it. Good luck.